Hey monkeys, welcome to yet another poorly produced version of Does This Look Good on Me? The video blog. As a continuation about my last video blog about jackets, inspired by my delightful friend Linda, I have decided to cover the next topic of wardrobe basics, or what I like to call covering your ass. Yes, that's true. What do we do about your butt? What about my butt? That is the question. Now, let's just ask ourselves this question. Does any woman really like her tuchus? Let's think about it. You can't see it unless you go like this. Now, how are you going to form a close personal relationship with something you can't even see? Well, I'm here to help. Let's just figure this out, shall we? I have some pants here that I've taken out of my own closet. First of all, there are a few tips I have for you. You will need a few pairs. Now, I have notes because, hey, I don't have time to memorize stuff. Hello, it's me. Depending on what you do for a living, you're going to need about 4 pairs of jeans, at least, 1 pair of corduroy pants, a pair of velvet pants is nice. If you're that sort that likes leather pants, personally, I think it's way too 80s. A couple of pair of wool pants for the winter, if you have a winter where you live. And pants that go with your suits, if you wear suits. The first point I would like to make, well, let's just look at some pants. Well, we know what pants look like, don't we? I don't know. But let's talk about jeans. There are a few different kinds. Your basic shapes are going to be matchstick, which are straight, boot cut that kind of flare out a little bit at the end. There's a wide flare that you can get, and basic straight that aren't matchstick. So those are like your classic Levi's. Really, the first thing I think about pants and getting a good fit is, if you're looking at the rear end, it's really all about the pockets. If you have sort of a smallish butt, you might want to get a flat pocket with a button. And I have 1 pair. I'm talking about this kind of pocket that has like wait, you can't see this. That has this kind of flap. This is going to visually plump your butt, okay? If you have a huge butt, you'll want to avoid these pockets at all costs. This is what I would call a patch pocket. Basically, if you have a small fanny, you need to get those flat pockets with the buttons. You want to have, it's washboard abs, not washboard butt. Do not confuse the two. You do not want a flat butt. This is not fun for anyone to look at. If you have an average tuchus, you can wear anything. Don't really worry about it. I would say that sometimes I see women wearing little tiny pockets, even on an average rear end. This doesn't look good because it will make you look bigger. So you want to get a pocket that actually kind of covers most everything. If you have a broader butt, you want to get you do want to have pockets. Now, people might think, oh, I have pockets, patch pockets, and I'm wide, it's going to make me look wider. In fact, the side of the barn, if you break it up with windows, the side of the barn looks smaller than if you have the big side with no, think of it like a barn. If you have the big barn with no windows, it looks bigger. If you have windows in the barn, it looks smaller. If you want to balance out your silhouette, like if you maybe you have a little bit big on the top or the bottom, the best thing overall for most women is always going to be a boot cut sort of. As far as where it hits around your belly, you don't want to get too high. You don't want to have the mom jean look going on. Too low and they're going to fall off, and people are going to see stuff in the back that you really don't want them to see. Now, do you? No. As far as matchstick styles, mostly this is just for women that are not an average size. Like, average is now size 14. I really don't think 14 looks good in a little matchstick unless you have like a kind of a chunky pair of boots to tuck them into. Then that helps balance everything out. That's a nice trick to know, actually. You can wear the matchsticks think about it. You don't want to look like a circle with 2 little spindly legs. Like if your torso is kind of heavy. So. Oh, by the way, I always forget to talk about my jewelry, but I'm going to do it now. These are the Baby's Got Blue Eyes earrings, new for the holidays, and this is Baby's Got Blue Eyes necklace. It has a cornflower blue chalcedony and a green Darn it. Let's talk about the terrible topic nobody wants to really talk about. Cellulite. Or cellulite, however you want to pronounce it. I figure if I don't know how to pronounce it, maybe I can pretend I don't have any. Most women do have it, and the best thing I can say about pants and cellulite is do not wear thin fabric if you have it. Nobody wants to see craters on the moon. Wear thicker fabric. That's all you have to do. There's nothing, we have to accept our cellulite. There's really nothing we can do about it, but we don't have to announce to the world, here it is, do we? No. Cover it up. Thicker fabric. No break. Last but not least, let's talk about fit. Nothing ruins a pair of pants more than having them just be too tight or too big. You don't want things falling off, and you don't want muffin top. Let's save the muffins for the bakery. No muffin top. Get things that fit. If you're trying on a pair of pants and you love it, but the waist is too big, but the butt fits you, it's so easy to get it tailored to make the waist fit. Conversely, if the butt is just a little bit too tight, but the waist is fine, you can have a little bit taken out. There's usually a bit of extra fabric in there. And I'm actually a big offender on the next subject, which is length. Short pants do not look good, so make sure your shoes or your boots are the right length. No one likes a flood. There's no flood. We don't need high waters. Also, I'm the biggest offender of not getting my pants shortened. My legs are pretty long, so I'm always like half an inch or a quarter of an inch away from my pants actually being the right length, so I always have to get my pants shortened. It's annoying, but do it, because long pants look sloppy, they're gonna get dirty, they're gonna drag. Don't do that. I do it a lot, but that doesn't mean you have to. Thanks for tuning in on this topic. Bye, monkeys!